Right, let's get to it. I'm going to tell you all how to make money online, and I'm going to cut the garbage. The way I speak is extremely direct. I try and cut out any fluff, any nicety. I'm directly and I'm to the point. So pay attention to this. We're going to start here with educating you a little bit about how money works and what money is. Because most people, the biggest barrier between them and making money is they don't understand money. You understand that money is something that you use to buy goods and services, but you don't understand the truth about money. So we're going to talk about money very, very quickly. How to make money by Professor Generate More Cash, or PGMC for short. That's me. We're talking about how to make money. Now, you'll notice how to make money is crossed out. And the reason for this is, in fact, I'm going to put a headphone in quickly because I think with a headphone, you're going to hear me even more clearly. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to plug this headphone in. Pow. I think that's a little bit clearer, guys. If it's not clearer or the sound's worse, let me know. There you go. You can hear me, guys? Is it clearer? Right. How to make money. How to make money is crossed out. And the reason it's crossed out is because I want you to understand something. You cannot make money. You can only take money from somebody else. Most people understand, most people have this view of, because you work, in the average Joe's life, they work and they get money. So they go to work, they make something, and then they get money. So they think they're making money. You cannot make money. You can only take money from other people. You can only convince other people to give you money. That's the only way money can be made, unless you're the Federal Reserve, and you're not the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve makes money. You take money. So when you're going through life, I want you guys to stop saying, I want to make money. You have to start saying, I want to take money, because that's how you have to think. You don't make it. You take it. So you have to start talking that way. You got to take money. There was a very smart man who worked in the pimping business. I can't remember his exact name. And his quote, and his truth, this is a truthful quote. His quote was, business is simple. It's just other people's money. That's all a business is. A business is getting other people to send you their money. That's what a business is. So we're no longer going to say we're going to make money. We're going to talk about how we're going to take money, because that's what we're going to do. Here's we talk about how you can't make it. You can only take it, which is absolutely true. Now, the Federal Reserve makes money. It doesn't matter. In America, they make dollars. It doesn't matter what country you're in. You've got your own version of the Federal Reserve. They create money from thin air. You need to understand something, is that money isn't real, and it's created from thin air to enslave us. You are slaves for money. The people who are in charge of the world, what they do is they type in numbers on a screen and they turn on the printer. They print pieces of paper, and then they use these pieces of paper to make you do things you don't want to do and make you a slave for pieces of paper that they make effectively for free. Now, the important thing about this is that this destroys the idea of saving yourself rich. I have lots of people come to me and go, oh, well, I'm saving for, if I save for my retirement, save. You cannot save yourself rich, because you can never save money faster than the Federal Reserve can print money. During this coronavirus thing, they've printed trillions of dollars. Trillions. T with a T. Trillions. Do you even know how much that is? Let's look it up. Trillions of dollars have been printed. They call it quantitative easing. They call it like economy rescue. They call all these stupid things. Basically, what they do is they turn on the printing press and they print money. And during this coronavirus thing, they printed more than ever. So there's no point in you saving this money, working hard, saving little bits, and then they just print more. That's why your money, that's why you have to deal with inflation. That's why your money's worth less every year. But my point is, if more and more is going into circulation, you need to find a way to get more and more. You don't need to save the little bits you have, like a little squirrel. Let me get the little bits, let me just save them. No, you got to find a way to get more and more. More exists. Every day there is more money. Remember, we're not trying to make money, we're trying to take money. Every day there is more money out there. Every street you drive down, every building is owned by somebody. Somebody owns that building. Billions of dollars. You drive down one road, you see billions. That skyscraper, that building, millions, millions, millions. From Tokyo, Shanghai, Dallas, LA, everything. There is so much money, it's everywhere. You have to find a way to take. You cannot make, and you cannot save. I want to give a very quick example. We're going to very quickly look at my Instagram. Let me quickly do this and show you my Instagram page. Pay attention here, guys. So you can see my Instagram. We've got an M5. We've got a Vanquish S Ultimate. There's only 175 in the world. We've got a 992. Here we got a Lamborghini Huracan. Here we got a McLaren 720S. This is a bag with $1 million in it. This is the S63 AMG. This is me in all these different places, traveling the world. It's me with Chris Eubank. Blah, blah, blah. You cannot save enough money to live this lifestyle. Even if you made 10,000 euro a month. Let's imagine you made 10,000 euro a month. Okay, I've got $3 million of cars. That's what I've got. So let's imagine you make $10,000 a month. Because everyone says, oh, if I could make $10,000, I'd be really happy if I could make $10,000. So if you think $10,000 is a good amount, then let's do some math. I got $3 million of cars. You're making $10,000 a month. You are saving 100% of your income. You're not spending any of it. You're not spending a penny. You're eating for free, living for free, getting to and from work for free, not going out with your friends. You're not doing nothing. And each month, you're saving your whole $10,000. It's going to take you 300 months, 25 years, divided by 12. 300 months is 25 years to save up enough money to buy my cars. 25 years of your life, you're going to have to save and work and spend $0 to get my cars. It's impossible. The only way you get my cars is by earning more, not by saving. Get rid of the idea of saving. Get rid of the idea of making money. Now, I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm not saying throw all your money away. But the idea that you can save yourself rich is a joke. It's the kind of lie that the people in charge, the slave masters, want you to believe. Oh, don't worry. Just keep working and you keep saving $100 a month while I print trillions a week. That's stupid. Don't be stupid. More money exists every day. You have to find a way to take more money. Money is like water. Water is always moving. Pay attention to the cycle of precipitation. It rains, it hits the ground, it flows down the street, goes down the drain, goes in the drain, down a pipe, goes into the river, flowing in the river, goes into the ocean. The ocean is sitting there, sun comes, it evaporates, goes back into the sky, the cloud floats somewhere else, it rains again. Water is always moving, all the time. And money is the same. Money never stays still. If you put money in a bank, that bank is using it for something. If you spend money, it's moving from one place to another. If you buy a Starbucks, Starbucks takes your money, pays its employees. Then the employee goes to fucking the store and buys something. The money is always moving. So once again, we are not trying to make money. More money exists every day. We are trying to take money, and it's always moving. Now, let me ask you guys a question. If you were a bandit, understand something. If you were a bandit and you wanted to take people's stuff, like, you know, the train robbers or the old school coach bandits, they wouldn't try and get the gold when it was stuck in the vaults or the banks. They would try and get the gold when it was moving. They'd wait till it was being transported and they'd hijack it, just run up on it, bop, 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 give me the gold. So when something's moving, it's vulnerable. So money is always vulnerable. Write this down. We're not trying to make money. We're trying to take money. More exists every day. It's always moving, and it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable because it's always moving. If you can find and identify a place where money is moving, if you can find a place where money is moving and stand in the way, then the money is vulnerable. So I've made money lots of different ways. Lots of you guys know all the different ways I make money. And I don't want to talk about that very much, but I will give you a very quick example. OnlyFans, if you don't know what that is, I'll give you a very quick example. It's girls who sell pictures to horny guys. I saw girls making a lot of money with OnlyFans. So I saw money moving. Girls, guys, pictures being sent, money. I saw money moving. So I stood in the middle got some girls I knew who didn't do OnlyFans and said, look, I'll teach you how to do it. I'll take a cut. So I put myself in the middle of the money movement and I got some money. You have to stand in the middle of the money. If you stand in the right place at the right time, you're going to get wet. If you stand in the right place at the right time, you're going to get rich. Everyone who got rich with some, who's this Sebastian guy typing shit? Don't keep typing shit, Sebastian. You have to you have to be in the right place at the right time to get rich. It's exactly the same. Identify, yes, kick him out. Who is this guy? Now you can't talk anymore, Sebastian. This is my webinar. KKK, does my message even send? Now you're muted. Now your message doesn't send. Who are these people? Anyway, for you who are still paying attention, fuck Sebastian. You people paying attention. You have to identify where it's moving and you have to attack the money. Just like a goal on a train, you got to run up on it. So I saw money moving and I ran up on it. That's what you have to do. So this is the reframe. You don't make money. You must take money. Money is always moving. There's more of it every day. And it is vulnerable. And you must find where money is moving and attack it. I'll give you guys a perfect example. Look at these companies like Glovo. Glovo, what's Glovo? Glovo thought people order food. Okay, well, how about I deal with getting the food from the store to the person and I can make some money. That's all it is. They saw money moving. Money's going to a restaurant, food's going to a person. Well, if I can find a way to streamline the delivery, I can make some money. It's getting in the way of money moving. Start paying attention to how money's moving and start trying to get in the way. Right. There are 4 main ways to getting money. You either trade your time for money, you trade information for money, you give a product or a service for money, or you put something to work for money. I'll say that again. We're going to go through them one by one. These are the main ways that money will arrive in your bank account. Remember what I just told you guys, the 4 main things about cash, how it works, how you got to attack it, identify where it's moving, etc. These are the 4 main ways money is made. First is time for money. Now, this is what most jobs are. And there's nothing wrong with the job. A lot of people are going to come and say, quit your job. No, there's nothing wrong with having a job. And it's better than doing nothing. But this is the first level. This is the first level on how to make money. So what you do when you have a job is you give up your time to get some cash. So a guy will say, if you stand here all day, I'll give you X amount of money. And you agree. You give up your time to make money. The problem with giving up your time to make money is what? Who knows the problem with giving up your time to make money? I'll tell you the problem. The problem is you only have a certain amount of time. It's very difficult to get rich if you give up your time for money because you have a certain amount of time. You need to sleep. You need to eat. You got other stuff to do. You haven't got the time to sit there and get rich that way. So time for money is great. And obviously, the more valuable your time is, the better. That's fine. You can make more. But you still have a finite amount of time. And this is the problem with trading your time for money. Next is information for money. Now, the good thing about getting information for money is that your time is not explicitly linked. So if you do something like a video giving information, that one video, you can film it one time, but it can be given out or sold 1,000,000 times, and you get paid every single time. But your time is no longer linked to the money. So a lot of people make money purely on information. And it can be done lots of ways. It can be done with what I'm doing right now. I'm making money based on what I know right now. I am selling information to you people. I know information and I'm providing it. There are also high-level consultants who do the same thing. Information is valuable. We live in the age of information. Another thing I guys want you to write down your notes. Some of the 2 most important things in the world today are information and attention. If you have information and you can get attention, you will be rich. Because if you can get attention, people are going to pay attention to you. And if you have information to give them, you're going to be rich. This webinar is an example of how me, a person who can attract attention, who has information, can make money. So information for money is better than time for money. Now, every single person sitting here, there must be something you know. You know something. You know something others don't know. It doesn't matter if it's how to play guitar, doesn't matter if it's how to play piano, doesn't matter if it's how to fix a car, doesn't matter what it is. You must have some information that other people find useful. That information can be weaponized and it can be turned into money. We're going to get into how to do that later, but it's not actually very complicated. You need to garner attention. You need to produce the videos or the subject material or the PDFs or whatever you want to do. Explain to people what you know. You need to establish credibility so they understand that they can trust you and they will pay for your information. This is another way to get money, information. So keep that in mind. Write that down. Because when you write down your piece of paper information, you also need to sit and think, what do I know that other people don't know? So there must be something you know, and that information is valuable. You have to convince people it's valuable and to come and buy it from you. Next, this is what most businesses do. They provide a product or a service for money. Now, this is different from information because even though if you provide a service, you have information. Let's say you fix cars. You know how to fix cars. You have that information. But you're not selling the information. You're selling the service, which is different. The information would be selling me a book on how to fix my own car. The service is coming here and to fix it for me. So a product or service selling for money. This is very, very simple. This is what most businesses do. They get a product or a service and they sell it for a markup. Now, this is the way that most mega businesses make money, but in the modern world, it's quite difficult to do. And it's difficult to do because most products and services are monopolized. They're monopolized because everyone's already selling everything. And we live in a global economy now. And there's no product you can think of that I can't go to Amazon.com and find cheaper from China, and they'll sell it at a 1 penny, maybe 2 penny markup. So the product route is getting harder unless you're very, very unique and you build a brand, which is something we're going to get into. The service is fine, but you know what the problem with service is? Service is once again linked to your time. If you're providing a service, you're still giving up your time for money. Do you understand? So the product angle is difficult, the service angle is difficult, the time angle is difficult. So far, the only angle we have will allow you to make money scalable out and beyond is information for money. Next, putting something else to do the work for you. Now, this is what corporations and the mega rich people do. They either get people to work for them or they get their money to work for them. So to keep their time free, they make other people or other things give up their time. So a company will come along. Let's look at the slides. A company will come along with a service. It will advertise its service. It will then hire people, number one. It will get people to work for them. And then those people will give up their time in exchange for a wage, give up their time in exchange for a wage, and the company will keep money. So the owner of that company, although he has to manage things, his time is not explicitly linked to income. Now, the super wealthy, what the super wealthy people do is they get their money to work for them. And if your money works for you, it's even better than people because people need to be managed a lot more than money. Your money doesn't need to be managed. Money just works. So if you have millions of dollars and you put them in at 10%, you can get a 10% return or even a 3% return. You're going to be rich on the interest without doing anything. So making your money make you money is great, but you can only live off this money if you already have a lot of money. So let's go back through and analyze. Getting people to work for you is complicated setup because you actually need to sell a product or service to get most people to work for you. Also, you need to people manage. So for a long period of time, you're not going to have your time free. This is the first thing. Second thing, getting your money to work for you, you need a lot of money to live off the work your money does. You need a lot of money to get this to happen. Most people don't have enough money to put their money to work to live off it. Now, you still should put your money to work. I want to talk about that. But you can't live off your money working for you. Product or service for money, we've discussed already. Your time is going to be linked to it. It's extremely difficult to sell products nowadays unless you're very, very strong with your branding or you find something very unique. And services is once again going to be linked. It's once again going to be linked to your time. Back again, time for money, it's finite. So once again, it's difficult. So of the 4 main ways to make money, the best way to make money is information for money. Because if you can provide information for money, you can find a way to streamline it so the information already exists. So let's look at a map. Let's say you're a map company. I know this is totally out of date because we have Google Maps now. But when a map company made maps, did they sail around the world every time they wanted to draw a map? No. They sailed around the world. They did it once. They drew it on a map. And then they sold that map over and over and over again. That is selling information for money. We know where the countries are. We know where the things are. We're going to sell you that information for money. So when you're selling information for money, you need to learn it. You need to put it in a format that's tangible. Here's a map company. Perfect. There you go. You need to put it in a format that's tangible for Joe Schmo. And then you need to provide it over and over and over again. So information for money is your best bet at making money, especially online. Because people go to the internet for information. People Google things all day. People are sitting there all day trying to get information. And there is plenty of free information. But still, you will be amazed if you can establish credibility and you can get attention, how you can get people to not want the free information. They want the information from you. So let's imagine you play guitar. You're a guitar player. If I were to Google how to play guitar, I'm sure there would be endless free information telling me how to play guitar. But if I see you playing guitar and the way you play is really cool and your social media is really busy and you get lots of attention and you tell me that you're going to teach me how to play guitar for the low, low fee of $100, I don't want to learn guitar from anyone. I want to learn from you. I don't want the free guitar. I want to know what you know because you have credibility and you have attention. So don't worry that the information you know is already free on the internet. Don't worry about that. You need to worry about establishing credibility and attention. And information for money is the easiest way. Now, I'm not saying you can't make money the other ways, but I'm still saying that that is your best bet at making money near instantly online. Now, the correct thing to do is to do all of them. If you want to start, if you're starting at the very, very bottom, you need to be doing everything to make money. Because what is the end goal? The end goal is to be like me, where number 2, you're getting your money to work for you. I have enough money now that I could take my money, give my money a job, and do nothing. I ain't got to talk to nobody. I ain't got to do nothing. But to get there, you need a lot of money. So that is the end goal, getting your money to work for you. So until you get there, you need to be doing everything. So you should not be wasting time. If you have spare time, you should be trading that time for money. Doesn't matter. Like a lot of people go, I'm going to have a sip of water. A lot of people finish their job and go, oh, I finished my job. Now I can relax. If you want to relax, fine. If you want to be rich, you ain't got time for the relax. You got to find something to do with your time that will make you more money. If you have spare time, you should be trading it for money. You should constantly be on the eye out for a product or service you can trade for money. If you have a product, you go, you know what, I think I could sell some of that. You know what, okay, let me find a way I can sell it without using up too much of my time and think I could sell it. Or service, oh, this is a good service. Let me see if I can train someone else to do it so I don't have to do it myself. A product or service, again, you should be trying to find a way you can trade them for money. You should be constantly learning useful information and finding a way to teach people, finding a way to display the information you know in a tangible format so that people want to learn from you. So if you know something that other people don't know, can you explain it well? Can you talk clearly? Can you explain it in another language? You need to find a way that you can have the information in your mind and make it very tangible, especially if you know complicated things. Let's say you know something really complicated, like some kind of computer programming. Or another language or something. Can you explain it in a very simple way so that people can understand, so they will want to learn from you? Yes or no? So you need to be doing all of these things at the beginning. They're super important you're doing them all at the beginning. Now, before we move on to the next slide, if you don't have any questions on what I've explained thus far about how money works, how to view money, and the 4 main ways to make money. So you don't have any questions before we continue. Can the webinar be replayed so I can rewatch it? That's a very good question. I'm deciding whether it's going to be replayable or not, because I kind of want people to just sit and make notes. I kind of like it to be like, pow, in your face, that was your chance. But we'll see later on. Anyway, no questions, no important questions. Right, 2 things. Is this about energy? Now, I'm going to tell you something which you're not going to believe, but it's true. Money and energy are linked, because you need to give the impression that you are absolutely credible, and that is an energy. If I walk into a room and I'm trying to leave that room with people's money, I need to come in that room with the right energy so people trust me. You can't be meek and shy when it comes to money. That's not the way to be. Remember, you have to take money. When's the last time you took something from someone while being meek and shy and a little wimp? That's not how you take things. You take things like a gangster. You roll up on people and you take. You can't take things by being do. So you have to have that rich man energy. I have rich man energy. You can look at me and you can tell I'm rich. You don't know how, but you can just see it. The way I dress, the way I act, the way I talk. I got rich man energy. I had rich man energy before I was rich. And that's why I am rich. You have to have the rich man energy. So you need to understand that you don't make money. You can make things. You can sit in the dark timidly and make something. Dude, sit there like a watchmaker in the dark on his own in the middle of the night and you can make something. But we don't make money. We take money. And if you're going to take money, you roll up with a machine gun and say, give me the money. That's how you get money. Next question. Do we need to establish a niche? No, you just need some information. Everybody knows something. There must be something you know other people don't know. It doesn't matter if it's a travel guide for the best hotels in Nepal. It doesn't matter if it's how to play piano. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. You know something other people don't know. Then you need to establish credibility and garner attention. Then you can sell people your information. It is that simple. Guys, lots of questions here. So save some of them. If I don't answer them, save them, because we have a question and answer at the end. One more I'm going to answer. In a case where, let's say, the information we own is very common and easy to get from other people and other free sources, how do people come to me for that information? I think I've answered that question already, but I'll answer it one more time. You garner attention and credibility. I've already said this, but I'm going to say it one more time. Imagine you know something everybody knows. Let's imagine you know how to play guitar. I can Google right now and see lots of free information on how to play guitar. So if I want to learn guitar, I could learn for free. But I see your social media. I see you playing guitar with all these chicks, playing guitar on a Lambo, whatever. You look cool. Everyone's paying attention to you. The way you play guitar is unique. I don't want to learn guitar from the internet. I want to learn guitar from you. Now, that means I have to pay you money for the information. I will do that because you have got attention, my attention, and you've established credibility. Guys, understand something. Most things in the world are free and people pay anyway. You can get into fantastic shape from home. You don't need a gym. You can go running every morning and do push-ups every night. But why do you pay for the gym? Because you feel better about it. Oh, but if I go to the gym, they have this machine. Oh, blah. You don't need the gym. You pay for it anyway. People don't need your guitar lessons. They pay for it anyway. People pay for things all the time that they don't need. Things that are already free elsewhere. There's loads of free stuff. Bottled water. There's free water in the tap. But no, they establish credibility by saying this is natural carbonated water from the deep glaciers of impossible land. And they get my attention with advertising. And after they get my attention and I read, glacier water from 1 million years ago that dinosaurs drunk. Yeah, I'm going to buy that. It's attention and credibility. The water from the tap is free. The information on the internet is free. But your information, it's not about what you know. It's about how you spin it. Do you understand? Save the rest of your questions for later on. If I didn't answer your question, save it. Next. Now, this is another really important point on how to make money. Most people never spend any of their time or any of their attention trying to find ways to make money. Now, I'll give you an example. When I was broke, I understood the principles I've already taught to you. How money is always moving and it's vulnerable when it's moving. So every time I spent money, every single time I spent money, I would sit and work out how they convinced me to spend money. So if I went to Starbucks and I just bought a latte, this is what you guys do. This is what you people do. Starbucks, latte please. Okay, that's $5. Okay, $5. Sip, sip, sip. Sip, sip, go home. That's what you do. Here's what I do. I walk in, latte please, $5. I pay the $5. I sit down, I look at my cup and go, $5. This is 99% water. They get the cup for a penny. They get the coffee for 2 pennies max. And the rest is hot water. Now, I paid $5. Now, I'm paying $5 for this coffee, and they're paying their staff minimum wage, about $10 an hour. So if people buy 2 coffees, that member of staff is paid for an entire hour to clean floors, to keep making more coffees, to fucking do anything he's supposed to do off of 2 coffees. If me and my friend buy a coffee, they get an hour of slave labor from Joe Schmo, where he has to go clean toilets. So I'll sit there and go, okay, I've just moved money. I've moved $5 from me to Starbucks. How did they convince me? They had a big branding sign. They had a big Starbucks sign outside. I kind of wanted coffee. I know about Starbucks. They're all over the internet. They do good advertising. When I walked in, I could smell coffee. There was perfume in the air. Now, how else could they have made me spend more money? Why did I only spend $5 and I didn't spend $100? Do they have cake? Do they have food? Well, they have food, but it doesn't look very good. It's not laid out. They don't have hot meals. Oh, most of the people in here are men on their lunch break from business. Why is a man serving? If a pretty girl was working here, they'd have more people coming in for coffee. Do you understand? When I spend money, I sit and I analyze. How did I spend money? Where could more money have been spent? How could they have taken more money from me? How much is the rent of this Starbucks? If I were to open up a business next door to Starbucks, could I sell lattes for $4 instead of $5? Would I be able to afford staff, rent, bills? Every time I spend money, I look at why money is being spent so I can identify the money moving, and it gives me ideas to make money. When I talked to you earlier about the OnlyFans thing, you guys have all seen and heard of OnlyFans. It's never crossed your mind to try and get in the middle of that money when the money was moving. All I do whenever I see money moving is try and get involved. You have to see, you have to change the way you view the world. Every time you spend money, every time your friend spends money, every time you see money being spent or moving, you need to work out how it was convinced. Because Starbucks didn't make $5. Starbucks took $5 from me. Do you understand? Starbucks took my money. They robbed me. They took my money. They took $5 in exchange for a coffee which is worth less than 10 cents. I got robbed. Broad daylight. Now, you need to sit and work out how you're getting robbed. Because if you work out how people are robbing you, it will give you more ideas on how you can get in between money between other people. Do you understand? If you sit there and go, how is everyone taking my money? Okay, now I see how they're taking my money. So how can I do the same thing and take other people's money? You need to start viewing the world that way. Most of you never consider that when you spend money. It should be all you think about because you're going to have ideas. Listen, Starbucks is just a coffee shop. They're one of the richest companies in the world. But they didn't come up with a great idea. It's not a revolutionary idea. It's the most boring idea. We're going to sell coffee, maybe a couple brownies. We'll have free Wi-Fi. That's the crappiest business idea. That's the worst idea. And they have all this money. People always say, Andrew, I need an idea. No, you don't. You don't need a good idea because bad ideas make money. Boring ideas make money. The most basic things make money because people are always spending money. Look at the stuff you spend money on. You're not spending money on taking a rocket to elephant space. You're not doing anything unique. You're spending money on crap. People are robbing you with crap and junk. That's what's happening. So you can do the same thing. What was the quote I said? What was the quote I said at the beginning? Business. Finish it. Business. Finish the quote. Finish the quote. Business. There's a slight delay. Did anyone know it? I think they've all forgot. Got 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. They got it? Business. It's just other people's money. Don't take money. No. Business is just other people's money. There we go. Xander got it. Business is other people's money. That's what a business is. Starbucks doesn't make money. It takes money from everyone. It takes other people's money. They rob you in exchange for some garbage. Listen, here's what Starbucks will do. You go ask for a medium coffee. They'll say it's $4. You'll say, I want a large coffee. They'll go, okay, $6. What's the difference between a medium coffee and a large coffee? Water. $2 for this much water. Literally this much. That's how much bigger it is. $2 for this much water. And you'll pay for it, and it won't even cross your mind. You got fucking famoose. You'll pay for it and go, thanks, bro. Because you're an idiot. The reason you guys are broke is because you're idiots and you don't think about where your money is going. So that's the first thing you need to do. Every single fucking time you spend money, you need to work out how someone took it from you. 1. 2. The only thing you should talk about with your friends is how to make money. When I was broke, all I did was talk about money. If I knew someone was rich, I'd do anything to talk to that guy. All I wanted to talk about was money. I didn't care if you made money with a chicken farm. I don't care if you sold drugs. I don't care what you did. I knew drug dealers. I knew guys scamming loans from banks. I knew a guy who was starting company accounts, getting these big contracts for mobile phones and then closing the companies and selling the phones on the street. I knew everybody, but if you were driving a nice car, I had to talk to you. How are you making money? I wanted to talk about money all the time. Is the connection playing up? Do not write connections playing up if the connection ain't playing up. That's your connection, ain't my connection. You're so bad. Anyway, all I wanted to talk about was how to make money. I didn't want to talk about nothing else. I didn't want to talk about TV. I don't care about your holiday. I don't care. I don't care. I want money. Let's sit here and talk about money. Because when you get friends who only talk about money, then what will happen is you combine this with the first thing of how you identify where your money's going. So when you sit with your friends, you can be like, you know what? I spent this much here today. I wonder if we could do that. You know what? My girlfriend just got lip fillers today. Yeah, how much was that? $600, man. $600. Yes, a lot of money. I wonder what the margin is on lip fillers. Okay, let's sit there. Okay, let's look it up. Oh, The crap they inject in the lips only costs $30. So it's $570 margin. Ah, but you need training. Okay, well, how much is a training course to learn how to inject that crap? Because you, my friend, hey, you ain't got a job. So why don't we send you on a training course? Bang, learn how to do it. I've got a big Instagram. I've got a big social media. I can start advertising social media. I can even use my girlfriend who had her lips done by someone else and say you did it. Bang, bang, bang. We can charge $500 instead of $600. Pow, pow, pow. Money's moving. I'm talking to my friends. We talk about money. Now I've got a business idea. If you're talking to your friends about money and you're also identifying where money is moving at all times, you will have unlimited business ideas. The one thing you should never lack is business ideas. If you're lacking business ideas, you're not doing these two things. Because if for 1 week you identify where your money is moving and you only talk to your friends about money, you're going to have ideas. Now, a lot of your friends may not have seen this webinar. So let's go back. Let's go back on the slides. Back, back, back. What's number one? What does it say here? Getting people to work for you. So you can talk to your friend and go, I got an idea. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this. You can do that part. You can give up your time for money. Boom, boom, boom. Now, he ain't going to feel hard done by. He's not going to be mad at you because he's still making money. But he's giving up his time for money. You're not. Baboose. That's what I'm saying. So you need to identify where your money's moving. And you need to, at all times, only talk about money. Now, question. How many of you have rich friends? Friends who are verified millionaires? Answer if you yes or no. If you have 3 people in your phone you can call who have at least $200,000 they could lend you if they believed in your idea. Right, yes or no, if you have rich friends. I'm waiting. Right, stop. Now, this is important. Do you see how many people said no? Now, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why you don't have rich friends. This is why you don't have rich friends. Because rich people only talk to rich people. Rich people don't like talking to broke people. When I was broke and I was trying to talk to rich people, it was very difficult. They didn't want to talk to me. And if they did, they really didn't want to talk about money. Why would they? Now, there's a reason for this. It's because rich people have rich people energy. We have that power. If I take my Lambo and I go to a very expensive restaurant, I park outside, I go inside and meet my multimillionaire friend whose Ferrari is also parked outside, and we sit down and we talk about money, both of us leave with more rich power, money, energy. If I take my Lambo, drive, park outside the shit restaurant, walk in and talk to some broke boy who sits there and goes, I ain't got any money, but I really want money. Do I leave with more energy or less? He steals my energy. He steals my rich man powers. Do you understand? Rich people don't want to talk to poor people. That's why most poor people don't have rich friends, because rich people avoid poor people actively. They actively avoid poor people. Now, having rich people that you know is important, because guess what a network will provide you with? What are the 2 things I said you need earlier to sell your information, even if your information is already available for free on the internet? I said you need 2 things, and you'll be able to sell it anyway. What were those 2 things? What were the 2 things I said you need that will allow you to sell information which is available free elsewhere? Attention and credibility. Correct. Now, if you have a world-class network, if you have important people who take your phone calls, if you are interacting with important rich people, you get credibility. I know Tate. I'm Tate's best friend. I'm Tate's business partner. Me and Tate are working together on this. You have credibility. Also, if you have a network of people who are well known, you also garner attention. So we'll talk about how to make money. We've been through how money's made. We've been through the main ways to make money. I want you guys to understand how important attention and credibility is. And I want you to understand that the easiest way to garner attention and credibility is through a high-level network. But we've just discussed how high-level people don't want to talk to people who aren't high-level. And I don't blame them. Next slide. If you look at rich kids, you know the kids who go to the best schools and blah, 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 they get the best jobs and they all end up making loads of money. It's not because they're smart. It's because they know the other rich people. Do you understand? It's not what you know, it's who you know. These people who go to these good schools, they don't go to the good schools to learn something that other people don't learn. They go there because all the other important people's kids go to the rich schools. It's who you know. And these people end up the CEO of some company because it's their dad's company. And then they want to hire some guy and they hire their friend. It's tribal. It's who you know. You need to get inside of a network of people who are achieving amazing things. That's what you need to do. So we're going to talk about network. And then we're going to talk about a way that every single one of you can make money right now from the internet with no, don't have to put any money in. All it's going to take is about 10 minutes of time. And I guarantee you, every single person watching this is going to make some money. But before we do that, I want you guys to understand that a network is extremely important for your potential. Listen, I don't care how smart you think you are. Mike Tyson did not become Mike Tyson on his own. He had a trainer. Usain Bolt had a trainer. All you had to do was run, bro. Why does he need a trainer? Run fast. But he still has a trainer. He has a team of trainers. You can't get to the top without people around you. You need to be looking at how your money is spent, and you need to be looking at the people you talk to, and you need to be talking to them about money. Now, if the people you talk to, every time you want to talk about money, have nothing good to say, then they're no good to you. They're no good to your mission to get rich. They may be good to something else, but they're not good to your mission to get rich. Do you understand? You need people who are on the same mission as you. That should be your money network, your money team. These are my money boys. We meet, we talk money. If you had, understand something, if you had a world-class network, if you identified where your money was being spent, if you only spoke about money with your money team, if you understood that money cannot be made, it must be taken, if you understand that more money exists every day, if you understand that money is vulnerable when it's moving, and you understand that you have information that other people want, you just need to put it on the internet and tell people to buy it. That's it. That's how you make money online. And you're sitting there going, well, it's not that simple. It really is. Let's look at me. I have attention because I've achieved things in my life. And I have a large amount of followers because my life looks interesting. I have credibility because I have huge sums of money and I've spent huge sums of money. No one can deny I have money. I have attention and credibility. I have information because I've lived a varied life. I've put this information together and I am presenting it to you. This is exactly what I just did. You can do the same thing with guitar lessons or Nepalese hostels or the reproductive cycle of the sea starfish. Who cares? Somebody wants to know the crap you know. All you have to do is establish yourself as an authority. Establish yourself as somebody who knows credibility. Garner attention and put a price tag. That is how you make money online. Is that complicated? Listen, making money is not complicated. Starbucks sells coffee. You do not need a complicated idea. Get that out of your mind. that you need to wait for this big aha moment. Aha, I know what I'll do. I'll invent a flux capacitor. No, you don't need advanced, crazy stuff. You already have everything you need. You have the information and you have the internet. All you need is more attention and more credibility. And the fastest way to get those things is through a network. What do you get from your network? If you have a serious network, everyone has a network. So if you're watching this right now, you already have a network. Everyone has a network. But your friends, your network, they may not be doing their job properly. This is what a network should provide you with. Ideas, plans, and guidance. You should be able to come to your network and say, I have a business idea. They say, I don't think that will work because when I tried this idea, this was the problem. You might have the same problem. Or, yeah, that might be a good idea. What about this? Or, yeah, that's a really good idea. I want to give you money and invest in you. Ideas, plans, guidance. When's the last time one of your friends has come to you and said, hey, I was just in Starbucks spending money and I realized there's an empty place next door. And because of COVID-19, the landlord's desperate for rent. And I know someone who was a barista before who could make the coffees for us. Do you think we should make a coffee shop? When's the last time a friend of yours has come to you with a business idea? Never. Because most people are sheep. Most people are designed to be slaves. You have to understand that the people who are in charge of the world, like I said at the beginning, they print pieces of paper to control everybody. They don't want people to think like me. Everything I'm teaching you is not how they want you to think. They want you to think, go to school, go to college, okay, get my degree, go to work, save my money, keep saving up for when I'm old, and maybe when I'm old, I can afford to put the heating on. That's what they want. It's slavery. The slaves used to work in the fields so they could have a house and food. You now go to a job, they give you money, and you spend all your money on a house and food. You're still a slave. They just put money in the middle so that you don't feel bad about it. You're still a slave. The people who are in charge of the world do not want you to know what I am teaching you. If you were in charge of the world, you wouldn't tell the slaves how to be free. You need slaves. There is no light without dark. There is no joy without pain. And there's no freedom without slavery. I am free because others are slaves. You can become free if others stay slaves. Understand this. We cannot liberate everyone. You've seen the Matrix. Some people are stuck inside. Some people get to see the real world. If your friends are not helping you get out of the Matrix, if they're not talking and providing ideas, plans, and guidance, then they are sheeple. They are the slaves. Do not associate with slaves. You must transcend. Understand this. Keep them as friends. Maybe they're fine to drink some vodka with. But you need new friends. New friends who are trying to break out of the cycle of work, consume, die. Go to work, pay my rent, eat some food, die. That's all everyone ever does. No one's living the life I'm living in supercars, driving around the glaciers of Norway. No, because they're slaves. And the people who are in charge of the world will never tell you what I'm telling you. This is why they put people through education. How many times have you learned how to make money in school? Never. Because the school system is designed to make you a slave. If you see, listen, scenario, it's 3 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. You see me pull up in the Lamborghini at a gas station. You're at the gas station. I pull up next to you at the gas station. Lambo. I got a bitch, maybe two. I know it's a two-seater car. I do these things. A couple bitches in the car. I get out the car. Do you look at me in my Lamborghini and think, wow, he must have studied really hard in school? Or do you look at me and think, drug dealer, mafia? Which one do you think? Do you think I got my Lamborghini because I studied hard in school and I did everything I was supposed to do and I followed the rules? Or do you think I broke the rules? It's inside of you. You already know that you need to break the rules to make money. That's why when you look at me in my Lambo, you assume I broke the rules. You don't assume I followed the rules. You assume I broke the rules because everybody knows the rules only make slaves. If your friends are only slaves, then they will not talk about ideas, plans, and guidance. And this is my point about networking. As well as these three things, a network should provide amplification. Amplification. Imagine I'm in your network. Let's imagine you have, let's stick to the same simple theme, a coffee shop. But I'm in your network. Hey, Tate, do you mind coming and post on Instagram that we have this new kind of coffee? Put the Lambo out front, take a picture, post it, and tag the address. If I do that, I've amplified your business because I'm in your network. I've amplified your business and made you more money. As well as amplification, because I am who I am, I've also provided credibility. If I come along and say it's the best coffee in town, I've amplified and given credibility. I can also walk into your coffee shop and say, hey man, you sell pizza? Oh no, we don't sell pizza. I'm hungry. What do you sell? Oh, we got sandwiches. Those sandwiches are crap. They don't even look nice. You need some nice, like hot food. And you go, okay, so there. Idea, plan, guidance, accountability, credibility, amplification, credibility. I will provide you everything your network should provide you in my first interaction inside of your coffee shop. Because I'm a high-level individual. That's why you need to be part of a high-level network. Understand this. A high-level network is going to get you there faster. Just like every single successful person in the world today had a team around them. You need a team around you, which is also going to the top. Now, no one knows your situation better than you. So I want you to understand this. You guys all have unique situations, and that's fantastic. And the reason it's fantastic is because money is made unique ways. If you meet 100 rich people, they're all making money 100 different ways. There's no one way to make money. You can meet all the rich people. They're all making money different ways. Some are selling dirt. Some are selling bricks. Some are selling fucking coke. Who knows? Everyone's making money different ways. So an idea that will work for you may not work for me. An idea that worked for me may not work for you. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a network that's going to help you, that you can get credibility, that you can get attention, and that, if possible, you can sell information online. If you can sell information online, listen, there's no job in the world. Let's say you're a nurse. You're a nurse and you trade your time for money. I'm a nurse. I trade my time for money. How about I make an Instagram page in my nurse's outfit? I start talking about stories from the hospital. I start talking about the most common diseases or the most common problems people have. I get some attention by wearing my uniform. I start to get followers. I garner credibility by making sure people know I'm knowledgeable. Everything I talk about intelligently. And then I say, you know what? At the hospital, most of the time I deal with the same 10 problems. And I've put together a PDF. A PDF takes 10 minutes to write. A PDF. I put together a PDF that will explain to you the 10 most common health problems people have in old age and the 10 best ways to fix it naturally. If you have an older parent or if you're older yourself and you're worried about your health, this is going to give you some tips and tricks that will allow you to naturally, from home, by changing a few things about your diet and your daily routine, make sure you avoid some of the most common and dangerous diseases that plague people in their old age. It's a PDF, it's 2 pages long, it's $9.99. And you put it on your Instagram. Let's imagine you sell 5 a day. $50 a day times 30 days. You're now making an extra $1,500 a month. This is my point. As a nurse, you're giving up your time for money, but you have information. You have information. So if you can garner attention and you can establish credibility, then you can sell that information without giving up your time for money. You just put a few posts on Instagram. Now you make $1,500 a month. Imagine as you get bigger, you get more and more followers. All of a sudden, you're selling 30 copies a month. 30 times $9.99. 30 times $9.99 times 30 days. You're now making $8,900 a month from telling people how to save their grandmas. Who doesn't want to save their grandma for $9? Oh, this is going to save my grandma. Well, my grandma is a bit sick, actually. Yeah, she is in the hospital. Oh, $9. Let me look at this person. Oh, yeah, they're a nurse. Oh, wow. Okay, they have a nice Instagram page. Yeah, I like the way she talks. She sounds like she knows what she's talking about. Okay, it's only $9. Do you see how money can be made like that? $9,000 a month? Do you have any idea what you'd have to do in a job to get $9,000 a month? You'd be a slave. You'd be there first thing in the morning. You'd be the manager. You'd be stressed. You'd be there at 7 o'clock in the morning. You'd be there all night long. It would be horrible. But you can do the same thing online. And you don't need to give up your life and your time. Same example for a tennis coach. Of course I can. Absolutely, I can give the exact, the idea was brilliant. You're a nurse. There you go, Alan. You have a business. You now have a business. Congratulations. You now have a fully fledged business, start to finish. Establish credibility, get attention. If you want a high-level network that's going to help you get credibility and attention, we're going to talk about that next. And I'll give you a chance to get into my network. Tennis coach. Of course I can. Tennis coach is easy, Radu. It's very easy, my friend. It's super easy. I'm a tennis coach. This is me playing tennis. This is me with all my students. I establish credibility, show I'm good at playing tennis. I garner attention. I get more followers by working on my social media account. I then come forward and I say, I've put together a special program, strength training program, specifically for tennis players or anyone who's serious about tennis. This is a training program. Most people who go to the gym, and the people who go to the gym, they train weights, but they don't train the right muscles in the right way, specifically to make sure that your backhand and your forehand is as fast as possible. I'm going to teach you how, as an established tennis coach, you can see on my page, Mr. Credibility, I'm going to teach you how to train in the gym to make sure your tennis game is optimal. My PDF information is going to have everything you need to do in the gym to make sure that you work on your blah, blah, blah. $9.99, pow, done. Done. Now, if I play tennis and I come along by you and you're sitting there saying, oh, okay, well, this guy does, he's a tennis coach. Okay, he has all these students. Okay, he has quite a few followers. Okay, I see. Oh, he's talking about a special training program. Well, what do I do in the gym? I do normal stuff? Well, he has a special program. Well, my forehand is a bit weak. Well, $9. Okay. Bang! Boom! Money in the bank! Do you see how simple it can be? No one knows your situation better than you. And this is my point. The information you know is valuable. What you need is and this is the point. I can sit here, guys. I can sit here and talk about a new idea for everything. The guy just said you only sell one a day. So this little hater comes along and goes, well, what if you only sell one course a day? If you only sell one $9 course a day, 9 times 30, you make $270 a month. That is still money. It's free money. And if you start at one a day and you work on it over time, like every other business, it will get bigger. What's wrong with selling one a day? Who wants $270 extra a month? I want $270 extra a month. I'm a millionaire. I'll take it. Who here doesn't want the money? If you don't want $270 extra a month, then leave the webinar. But if you do, then don't say stupid crap like this dude. You will sell more. You will sell more as you garner more attention and more credibility. You're selling one a day. But if you get more attention and more credibility, do you understand? You will sell more than one a day. And even if you sold one a day, you're still making $270 a month. You see this. Now, we've talked about network a lot, and we've talked about amplification. So let's take what the little hater said, because I don't like people who come up with problems. A lot of people do this. I sit here and I tell you guys how to make money, and there's always someone who has a problem. Imagine that. Imagine a millionaire taking time out of his day, sitting here explaining how to make money, and some little dork in his chair with no money sitting there, some guy with no cash sitting there going, yeah, but what about this? Bro, you don't know shit. Amplification. So let's say you're only selling one a day. But then you message me and I'm part of your network and you say, bro, can you advertise my tennis thing? Yeah, cool. I share it on your story. Now you're selling 10 a day. Now you're making money. Do you understand? Do you see? So amplification, your network can help you. If your network helps you, then you can sell more than one a day. Doesn't matter what it is. Now, I'm going to give specific training on information products. If anyone's here who wants to learn like how I'm doing these webinars, how I advertise them, how I put together the adverts together, look, someone's just on the math here. Someone's just on the math. Jury's just on the math. 300 viewers times 35 things, $10,500. So I'm spent an hour and a half this evening and I made $10,500. That's what I made. I'm not going to lie to you. That's what I made. I've probably made more than that because I've had about 40 people who haven't turned up on time. So I've made about $12,000, $13,000. There are people who work their entire year for $13,000. The man who goes to Starbucks works all year for $13,000 by the time he's paid tax. I made it in an hour because I know things and I have attention and credibility. Now, if anybody is interested in getting my specific training on information products, in which I train you how to make information products, how to sell them, the best way to advertise them, and I will also amplify your product for you. I will come along and help you advertise and get out there. Write this down, everybody. Go to cobratate.com and message the live chat agent and ask. There's a live chat, it's a 24-hour chat, and ask for the information about information products. Write that down. I can help you with that. If you have 20 or 30K to invest, you should be very, very rich, Gerard, and you should be inside of my network. We're going to talk about that next. So we've talked about credibility. This is it. Your network is shit. We've already discussed how none of your friends come along and do anything useful. I have a network that I will allow people to join. My network, we're going to talk about this and we're going to talk about how you can all make money. We're running out of time. We have 35 minutes. My network contains verified multimillionaires. Me, myself, property tycoons. We have guys, over 500 men from Singapore to Los Angeles, anywhere in the world, all making money online. All we talk about is money. If you've enjoyed this webinar, imagine with 500 other people talking about money all the time. How could you not make money? Haley, women are not allowed, but if you go to cobratate.com and message the live chat agent, we'll talk to you. Online trading is something else we have to talk about. Eddie, we can talk about trading. Go to cobratate.com, message the live chat. Listen, if you were in a room with 500 ice cream experts and all they talked about was ice cream, you would leave that room knowing more about ice cream, how to store it, how to make it, the different flavors, the textures of the different flavors, all the dumb little things about ice cream the normal person doesn't know. If you're in a room with 500 people making money from the internet, you will learn how to make money from the internet. Your network must be upgraded. Amplification, credibility, ideas, guidance. We provide all of it inside of my network, the War Room. The War Room is something I created because it's exactly what I wish I had when I started. When I started and I was taking flights. Listen, if I had the chance to speak to a rich guy in Japan, because I spoke to him a little bit on Facebook, I'd fly to Japan. I'd get a loan and fly to Japan and try and meet him for coffee. And sometimes he didn't even show up. That's how I had to meet rich people. You don't have to go through any of that. You can join the War Room and have access to 500 people on the same mission as you. Do you understand how important the War Room can be? The War Room is your network which will change your life. I'm going to write it right here. Change your life. War Room will change your life because it's a network, which is exactly the kind of thing I was looking for when I was starting out. And I'm going to give everyone who's been part of this webinar a chance to join the War Room at a discount because I'm a fucking nice guy. If you do not yet see the value of a network, then I don't know what you've been doing here the whole time. You already learned about information products. You've already learned about join. It says right there, join, change your life. It says it right there for you. The War Room allows you to get access to my network. If you've enjoyed everything I've said in this hour and a half, imagine being part of my network and we speak all day, every day. Imagine how much you learn. Imagine how your life will change. Imagine how the War Room will fix everything. It is right there. Go to cobratate.com, message the live chat, and say webinar, and you can get a discount on entry. Now, we're running out of time. So, we've talked about a lot of stuff, and the key element of it was networking. You need to be inside the War Room. But now we're going to talk about something else that will allow you to make money right here, right now. How often are people online? We're online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have 500 people all around the world. Get inside. Listen, Everyone, stop, stop, stop. You're about to make some money right now. I'm going to tell you how to make money right now. Pen and paper, stay with me. We've got 30 minutes left. This is how all of you can make money right now. Stop talking about your Facebook. People talking about Facebook. It's annoying me. Listen, here's how you can make money. I'm going to allow you guys to do something because I'm a nice man. What you can do is I'm going to allow you to make money with an affiliate program. Affiliating is basically getting in the middle of money. And you're going to affiliate this webinar. So if you've watched this webinar and you've enjoyed it and you think you've learned something, you can see that money has moved from you to me. If you go on your own social media and say, I watched this webinar about money, I learned loads of things, I'm going to make money online, it's changed my life, then all of your followers are going to want to join the webinar. So if you have got attention from your followers, they want to join my webinar, and you are in the middle, so you deserve some money. So I'm going to give every single person who's in this webinar a link, your own private special link that you can advertise everywhere. And anytime people join this webinar or the next webinar from your link, you get 50%. Turn TV off. You get 50%. So, I'll explain that again. This webinar, if you can go and say, look, I learned something very, very important about money today. Everyone needs to see this webinar. Really, it was amazing. Click here. They're going to think, well, what's this? And they're going to click, and they're going to look at me. Guess what I have? I have credibility. So you see, I have credibility. So they're going to say, wow. And they're going to come to you and go, what'd you learn? You're going to say, it's amazing. Trust me, watch it. You're, okay. And they're going to click on your link. Every single person watching this is going to have their own special link. They're going to click on your link. And when they click on your link and join, you will get half of the money. The price of this webinar is going to increase. The price of this webinar is going to go to $40. So $40 means every single person who buys from your link, you get $20. You get $20 for everyone you can sign up. So if you put on your Instagram, listen, this is easiest money in the world. This is the easiest money in the world. I'll tell you why. I had one guy who already started with this. He made $2,000 in his first week. He made $2,000 in his first week because he got 100 people to sign up. He had like 800 followers on Instagram. He's not famous. He's watching this right now. If you want to say who you are, you can come forward and say who you are. If not, don't. He had 800 people on his Instagram. He put the link in his bio because people can't click the links anywhere else. He put the link in his bio. Yeah, you can make adverts, you can do anything you want. He put the link in his bio and he just put on his stories, I can't wait for this webinar. Tate's really credible. Tate really knows what he's talking about. He'll teach you a lot of amazing things. And that guy made $2,000 in 1 week. He did not spend any money. He put 30 minutes of time in, a few Instagram stories. You people are doing Instagram stories for free, let alone for money. So what I'm saying is, the biggest problem a lot of you have is attention and credibility. But I have all the credibility. So if I go 50-50 with you with the money, I'm not trying to say I'll keep most and give you a little bit. I'm saying we can go 50-50 like business partners. Every single person watching this should make $2,000 next week. You paid $35 for a webinar, and you're about to make $2,000. That's a pretty good return on investment. You're about to get $2,000 back, no problems. All you have to do is go and tell all your friends that this was an amazing webinar. Go on your Instagram, go on your Twitter, go on your Facebook. This webinar was so good, I can't wait for the next one. And put your link and get your money. And then next Sunday, we send the money direct to your bank. Now, write this email down. Email cobratatenews@gmail.com. Write this email down. And this is the email you need to email and ask for your special link. And we'll explain to you how to get your special link. You know what the great thing about this special link is? It lasts forever. If you put it on the internet, if you put it on blogs, if you put it anywhere, you put it anywhere you want, anywhere you can find and say, this was the best webinar about money I've ever watched. I learned so much. You could be getting money from that one link for the next 2 years. People might click on that link 3 years from now, you still get paid. Every single Sunday, I will send you your half. That's how simple it can be. Now, the reason I've decided to do this is not because I need people to advertise my webinars. I've got enough people here already. It's because I wanted everyone here, I wanted to give you all a way you could make money online and show you how easy it could be. I'm showing you guys how easy you could make some money. Now, if you don't want to work with me and instead you listen to what I said and you thought, you know what, I'll make my own product and go my own way. Good, go your own way. No problem with that. I wish you the best. I hope you join the war room and I see you inside of my network and then I can help you make even more money. But this is super easy money because I have huge amounts of credibility. Nobody is going to be, everyone's going to go, okay, well, yeah, 35 bucks or 40 bucks, I'll pay to listen to this guy. Because of the credibility, this is very, very easy for all of you to make money. So this is a way you can all make money right here, right now. But more importantly than this, I mean, this is $1,000 a week. This is what this is. You want $1,000 a week? That's what this is. $1,000 a week forever. Easy money. If you want more money than that, no problem. Then what you do is you get your own information products, like we discussed earlier with the nurse or the tennis coach. Then you join my network. I expect to see at least 10 of you inside of my network. Later, one person's joined right now. It's just coming on my phone. One person's just joined my network right now. Smartest decision you ever made. And I know he's from this webinar because I can see the discount he got. Go to CobraTate.com, message the live chat, you get a discount. Get inside my network and your training can continue. I have shown you the tip of the iceberg. The training has just begun. Do you think I've taught you everything I know in an hour and a half? I have so much more to teach you. The people who I associate with, my network, has more to teach you. Everyone I know and talk with, we all have more to teach you. So if you want to get involved, then you join my network and your training can continue. You can make money by getting more people into this webinar, $1,000 a week. You can then launch your own information product. Then with my network, you can amplify it and you can make more and more money. There is no reason why everybody here who is watching this can't make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week. It's not hard. It's not difficult. Guys, does anybody know how much money I made last month? Does anybody know how much money I made last month? From the internet. I'll tell you. In fact, it's on my Twitter. Anybody know? I think some of you who follow my Twitter would have seen it. Guys, I made, let me find the screenshot because I don't want you guys to call me a liar, even though I don't lie. Now, guys, remember, when I sit here and I say, here's how you make money, there's always going to be a hater or someone negative who's going to come along and type a bunch of negative crap. Oh, well, I don't think, why should I? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Let the negative people stay poor. They don't understand what I've been teaching. Let the negative people stay poor. They're going to sit there and go, oh, I don't like this. I don't think, why should I? Then fuck off and stay broke. The people who want to make money, who understand what I'm teaching you guys, get involved with me. Now, on my Twitter, I put a screenshot up. I'm going to flash this quickly. Bang. 612,000 pounds. I'm going to type that. Pounds. 612 GBP, which is 775. I made $750,000 in 1 month by standing in the right place and letting the money move through me and keeping some of the money. What you guys are going to do with the webinar, I do with lots of other things. Do you understand? I do at a much higher level. I'm involved in everything. You guys will make $1,000, $2,000. That's fantastic. I hope you all make $2,000 a week. I make $20,000 a day doing the same thing. Now, someone's going to sit here and go, well, I don't see why I should do this. If you think you're too good to get rich, then piss off. because it's what I do. I'm teaching you guys to do the same thing I do. It's the same thing. Get in the way of money moving. So you have a way to make guaranteed money. Next Sunday, money will be sent from your bank, from my bank. It will say Tate, and it will come into your bank from me. All you have to do is email this email address and advertise the link, and you're going to get half the money. The next thing you need to do, get inside of the War Room, the high-level network, which will allow you to get the credibility and the amplification you need to sell your own information product or this webinar. If you join the War Room and you get the amplification and credibility, and even if you only advertise the webinar, you make all your money back. It's free. Email this link here. I've got 3 people now have already joined the War Room Network, which is fantastic. So I look forward to speaking to all of you. We've got 20 minutes left. I hope I've explained how simply money can be made online. I hope I've explained to you the huge potential that exists. Every day more money is printed. Do you understand? There's more money everywhere. I'm open for questions. We have 20 minutes. Keep your questions sensible. Keep them concise. Let's go. Can I get other people to advertise the link too? If you have any specific questions, email the email address. Firstly, get your link. That's the first thing you should do. Now, do I invest in cryptocurrency? Yes, I invest in cryptocurrency. Okay, guys. Yes, I invest in cryptocurrency. My money makes me a lot of money, but I have a lot of money. If you're sitting here and you have money to invest, you have $10,000, maybe $20,000, or $10,000 or $20,000 worth of cryptocurrency, then you can make your money make money. I also can help you with this because I have a trading academy in which you can copy my exact Bitcoin trades. So I don't know if a lot of you know, if you follow me on Twitter, I write when I buy and sell Bitcoin, and I make big sums of money. I've made over $2 million this year just from buying and selling Bitcoin. If you want to watch that happen and you want to follow, like every time I say buy, you buy. Every time I say sell, you sell. And just follow me word for word. Super simple. You don't need to know anything about trading. You just need to obey instructions. You get a text, buy, you buy it. Get a text, sell, you sell it. If you want to do that, you can go to cobratate.com, message the live chat, and speak about the War Room Trading Academy. If you've already got some money and you want to put your money to work, that's how you do it. Go to cobratate.com, message the live chat agent, and talk about the War Room Trading Academy. But first, I want everybody to get involved on this webinar affiliate program because it's the easiest money in the world. Next question. Got a lot of questions here. Johannes, good. I look forward to seeing you in the War Room very soon. Right. Good question. Why would millionaires speak with us broke boys in the War Room? Inside the War Room, there's over 20 millionaires. But there's also lots of people at the same level as you. Lots of people on the same path. The group energy is that everyone is working together and pushing forward. It's not only high-level people. There's also people here and everywhere in between. You're joining a network of people down here, and if someone who's a little bit above you can help you, so a little bit above you can help you. Maybe sometimes someone up here will help you. It's the whole spectrum. But what we do every day is we all talk about money and we all push to make money. That is all we do. Money, money, money. The War Room has every level. Don't worry about joining the War Room being too low level. Get inside and your life will change. The people who are joining right now are going to experience a completely different reality. Completely different reality. I'm a student with no money. What am I supposed to do? Here's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to email cobratatenews@gmail.com. Get your special link. Advertise this webinar. Make $5,000. Join the War Room. And then take your other $3,000 and put it inside the War Room Trading Academy and amplify your money. I don't know how much simpler to make this, guys. I'm giving you a way to make money. And I'm telling you I'm giving you a network. And I'm giving you a way to make your money make more money. What more can you need? All the hard work is done for you. All you have to do is follow the instructions. How to find investing partners, Chesney. If you have a very good idea, and you present it to the War Room, 25 millionaires will see it. How to find investing partners is the same way. How do you get a high-level network? If you have a high-level network, then you have investing partners. You need a strong network. That's what you need. Get inside and you'll have all the partners. If your idea is fantastic, I will pay for it. Don't worry about that. Worry about your network. Next question. What other questions we have here? How to generate rich man energy, although I'm not rich yet. Okay. Here's how you generate rich man energy. If you think about money, you generate rich man energy. Let me tell you, I've already told you, guys, I've already told you how to make rich man energy. If you think about money every time you spend it, if you think about how you're spending money every time you're in the coffee shop, if the people you meet, you only talk about money with, if all you discuss is money, you will end up dripping wet in rich man energy because all you think about is cash. Rich man energy is understanding that you want to break free from slavery. Rich man energy is understanding that you must be better than where you currently are. If you understand you want to break free and not be a slave any longer, then you understand what it takes to be rich. That is rich man energy. I always had rich man energy because I wanted to escape the rat race. You must do the same. Another man's just joined the war room. Congratulations. These are people who are going to have the biggest impact. I have only given you the tip of the iceberg. I have so much more to teach you. If you have questions, guys, if you want to turn, okay, I'm getting a lot of questions. So let's talk about this quickly. How to turn your money into more money. We only have 15 minutes. Pay attention. Yes, there is an affiliate. Okay. How to turn your money into more money. I have programs that allow you to copy my moves. It doesn't matter if I have $1 million and you have $1. If I make 10%, you make 10%. So we make the same percentage gains because you copy me exactly. I text you and tell you what to do. I text you and tell you when to sell. Buy this, sell this. Buy this, sell this. It's very simple. You need no knowledge. It's very, very easy. I have programs that will allow you to copy me exactly. Go to cobratate.com, ask about the War Room Trading Academy. If you want to affiliate for other programs, you can do that, but only if you're a War Room member, because I understand that War Room members know what they need to know. So you cannot affiliate for my other programs. You can only affiliate for the webinar. If you want to make money off other programs by sharing the link and saying how fantastic it was for you, then you need to be a War Room member. Only War Room members can do this. Inside the War Room, you'll be trained. You'll have the network, the credibility, the amplification. You'll have your special link, and you can start to make $10,000 a week amplifying the other programs, not just the webinar. The webinar is open for all of you who have viewed the webinar. You email this link. If you have savings, 10 or 20,000, and you want to turn that into more money, if you want to make your money work for you, go to cobratate.com, message the live chat agent, and speak about the War Room Trading Academy, and that will allow you to copy my moves exactly and put your money to work. Next question. Mate, yes. Stop spamming the chat. Forex is always profitable. So his question, is Forex trading program profitable if I have no money? Yes, because if I have $1 million and you have $1, I make 10%, you make 10%. As long as you have $1, you can make some money. Now, it's going to take you a long time to make your money back if you're only starting with $1, but you will eventually. So all of these trading programs are good for everyone, no matter what your income. I didn't want to come here and tell you guys, look, copy my trades if you have savings, because some of you guys don't have savings. That's why I've offered you this webinar link. You can email the email address and make money, and you could take that money and then put it in a program and grow that money. No problem. But first, I wanted to give you guys a chance to make money, and that's what this link exists for. Next question. The Iron Mind course is the mindset I use to make sure that I am dripping in rich man energy and I am constantly happy forever. The Iron Mind course is what I use to become a 4-time kickboxing world champion. If you want to be a ball of furious energy, you join the Iron Mind program. Inside of the War Room, we also have an Iron Mind room. So if you're in the War Room and you get the Iron Mind course, then you're going to get access to another special room. Go to cobratate.com, message the live chat agent. All of your links will be sent tonight. Just email, explain you want the link, and the links will be sent tonight. And I'm telling you guys, this is how you need to do it. You need to tell everyone. I watched this webinar. It was fantastic. It was the best thing I ever watched. I recommend it. I recommend it. Personal recommendation, because then people who know you, if they know you, they will trust you. They will buy the webinar, and you will get paid. That is the best way to advertise. I watched the webinar. It was fantastic. You guys need to see this. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. Right. Next question. Tate, do you set goals for how much money you make each day, month, year? I do have a daily target, but the truth is, I want as much money as possible. When I started, I thought all I wanted was a Mercedes and an apartment. And then I got those things. And then I wanted more and more. Now I have a mansion and 12 supercars because I'm making so much money that I may as well buy them. Why not? Because I can buy a Porsche today and have all the money back tomorrow. So who gives a shit? So it's not about limiting yourself. A goal is a limit. You don't need to limit yourself like that. You just need to focus on the task. The task is doing, as I said in this webinar, pushing forward all the time. You need to limit yourself. If you push forward all the time, you're going to end up with more money than you could ever need. What type of business works in a crisis recession period? Good question. The exact type of business I just told you. I'll tell you what works. You know what works in a crisis or recession period? You coming along and saying you watched an amazing webinar about how to make money. Because everyone needs money right now. That's a whole bunch of webinar signups. There's some money for you. Also, your own information products will work. There's some more money for you. Also, if you're a part of the War Room Network, you could amplify them. More money for you. Everything I've just told you, is recession proof. My money has not gone down at all with this COVID. It stayed the same. In fact, it's got bigger. My money is fine. Everything I've just taught you is recession proof. Do you understand? Everything I've just given you the secrets to the universe, and I don't think you understand what I've told you, how important it is. If you just listen to me, if you just follow my advice, your world will change. If you sit here and make problems and talk blah, 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 your world will not change. Every Sunday there is a webinar. You have until next Sunday to get people to buy from your link so that you can earn. So that you can earn your percentage. Next question. Let's say I decided what information I have to take money people with. Do you have an idea for an automotive engineer, a very experienced car guy, especially in made cars that are not popular in Romania? This domain's already ideas for the money. Do you have an idea for this? Will be something to set up incredibly quickly, efficient, all the way passionate experience guy. Yeah. So this is Ionit's question here. Basically, he said, I'm an automotive engineer. How do I make money online? If I can do it for a tennis coach and I can do it for a nurse, why is it any different from an automobile engineer? Why don't you sell a very simple and effective guide that stops people from buying bad cars, for example? You're going to buy a used car, the biggest mistakes. It's only $5, $6. It's going to save you thousands of dollars. I have people come into my mechanics all the time, and they have all these used cars they bought that have problems. These are the 10 things to look at before you buy the car to make sure you never get ripped off when you buy a car. Now, if you buy my thing for $10, you're going to save thousands. You buy a bad car, you're in big trouble. There's unlimited ideas. It's not difficult to think of the idea. The only thing that is difficult is the credibility and the amplification. But that's why I give you guys the War Room. The War Room will help you. Yes, you can make money with the 1-month trial of the War Room Trading Academy. Any advice for students? I've already given you my advice. I don't want to repeat myself because we're running out of time. We have 5 minutes left. Any other questions? I realize that you have to level up or you're kicked from the War Room. Listen, you join the War Room, you follow the instructions, and you end up rich. It's that simple. You will level up, yes. If you don't listen to the instructions, then you won't level up, and you will not be in the war room anymore. It's very simple. Georgie, yes, it will. Any further questions, go to cobratate.com and message. I can see everyone emailing for their webinar links, which is fantastic. It's good. They're all going to come through very soon. I can see people joining the war room, which is also fantastic. So we have huge potential here for everybody. The biggest thing that all of you can do is you can use that webinar link to make some money right here, right now. And if you want to join, and if you want to make more money after that, you can join my other programs. The war room price will increase shortly, a few weeks. So if you want to get inside, now's the time to do it. Okay, guys, my phone's blowing up. I've got a lot of people who are joining the program, a lot of people who are emailing me questions. If you have any further questions, go to cobratate.com. Guys, yes, you can start with $5,000. You can make a lot of money with $5,000. Guys, if you want to make money, send an email here. If you have any further questions, get inside the war room. I am now going to take 300 people who have watched this webinar. There's going to be 30 people who are going to rise to the top, really take initiative, and they're the ones who are going to really do something fantastic with their lives. The rest of you, good luck. I'm a winner. I like winners. I'm going to leave this webinar now and proceed with the winners, and we're going to make a whole bunch of money. Guys, this is how money is made. I've just told you. Email cobratatenews@gmail.com. Promote this. I expect to see some of you inside of the war room. And let me play the power music again. The greatest presentation in the history of humankind has just been done by me, multimillionaire Andrew Tate, Lord of Earth, man dripping in rich man energy. If you want to join the winning team, if you want to no longer be a slave, if you want to escape the work, consume, die cycle, I've shown you how. If you've watched this webinar, if I've given you the information and you've ignored it, you are the problem. I am not the problem. My life is already good. For the winners, I'll see you again soon in the war room. For the rest of you, good luck.